I think the last 5 years for me coming into the business, it was all about consolidating and making sure client deliverables and client continuity for the client remained. I'm pleased to say that that has happened, and to be honest, we've taken that and grown the practice and the team. I think we go back to our ethos. We've always been a family firm. So from that perspective, we've always recruited with that in mind. Of course, we want our staff to remain with us for their entire career, and we appreciate that, that is often a hard task, but we've been fairly successful at that, and we continue to look in that, you join us and you are with us for the rest of your career, really. So for us, family, being part of this Price Mann family has been the key. I don't want to make it all doom and gloom, but we're in for a couple of tough years as we ride into this recession and then hopefully out of it fairly quick. The industry as a whole has seen a complete shift. The tax changes on the horizon with making tax digital, where it literally revamps and modernizes the way tax returns are done, and the historic change around doing a tax return once a year to doing it 4 or 5 times a year. I think for me that's the one biggest challenge, or the one biggest thing that will move things, really, if I'm honest with you. We have our review policies in place, so we look at files. They're reviewed twice at least before they come to me. I then spend my time looking at in some cases the detail, in most cases the detail, and in some cases it's a very high level overview. But we've got those procedures in place whereby the reviews are happening at least twice before they before they land on my desk for final sign-off. Number one was clients, making sure clients' work did not suffer because there was a new partner on board. So it was making sure that deliverables were met, making sure the nuances with each client were met. So that was one of the key priorities. Number two was making sure that the team was stable and were happy with the change. Again, change management or change in itself is difficult for everyone, and it was making sure that the team were on board with any ideas we had in mind coming into the business. And number three was modernizing the practice, so going digital, going cloud-based, looking at efficiencies along the process as well. And for us, again, the practice 45 years running smoothly, things weren't broken. It just needed an uplift for the next round of big changes that are happening, really, and modernizing it in that respect. I don't think I would have done anything differently, no. No doubt there were lessons learned along the way, but I don't think I would go back and change anything, absolutely not, no. Lived with abundance. I've been trying to sort of follow this because I read a quote once that said, "To those who have everything, more shall be given. To those who have nothing, everything will be taken." And the more I think about that, the more I think, actually, if you as a person feel you've got everything, you will have got more. And if you're always in that mindset of, oh, I don't have enough, or, if you have a bit of negativity in you, you'll end up thinking that you don't have enough, and the more and more you get into that negative state of mind, or you call it negative, actually it's more scarcity, that you don't have enough, you'll feel like more and more is taken away from you. So I think that lived with abundance quote or lived with abundance plaque would be lovely at the age of 65.